What's up everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Islam Makhachev responds to Dustin Poirier. On Monday, Dustin Poirier gave fans some long-awaited news regarding the future of his career. After initially believing that his recent UFC 302 clash with Islam Makhachev would be the last time he stepped into the octagon, the Diamond let his fans know that he isn't ready to walk away just yet. In a series of tweets, Poirier made it clear that he was coming back for one more fight, calling it his last dance while also taking aim at Conor McGregor. When one fan suggested a rematch between Poirier and Makhachev, the Diamond responded writing that if Arman Tsarukyan isn't ready to fight on Islam Makhachev's timeline, then the two of them can't compete in a rematch. Makhachev fired back later in the day, shooting down the idea of a rematch in a pair of tweets. In one he wrote, "No thanks." In the second, he clarified the situation, telling fans he needs a new target. The MMA community was quick to react to the situation, with one writing, "I don't blame you. If Dustin made you look like that once, he'll do you worse the second time around." Another added, "Come on, the money will help Khabib with the tax problems." One fan suggested that Makhachev was avoiding the fight, writing, "No thanks equals, I barely made it out against you after you had back-to-back camps. It's cool. DP, he knows he can't beat you when you're 100%. Another took aim at the champ, writing, "You're scared, everyone knows it." While a rematch with Makhachev seems unlikely, Poirier did recently tease a potential trilogy bout with Justin Gaethje. According to Michael Chandler, however, he was offered a fight against Islam Makhachev in October in Abu Dhabi, raising questions of Arman Tsarukyan being ready. However, from the sounds of things, Chandler's sights are still on Conor McGregor. In a post on Monday, he wrote, "I've been offered Islam Makhachev in October, but if Conor McGregor's little pinky toe is ready by September, let's do Sphere. Biggest sporting event in history of sports." Michael Chandler and Islam Makhachev continue to go back and forth on Twitter, with Chandler writing, "Good old-fashioned passionate American Mizzou wrestling beats Sambo all day. I've been targeting your ass for 8 years. I don't get taken down in the open. I don't get taken down on the cage. I don't get taken down, period." Islam Makhachev responded by saying, "You are unreliable, dude. One tweet from your master and you'll run away. Champ needs real opponent." And Chandler replied asking, "Why not?" with a picture of Islam looking shocked. Next up, let's take a look at MMA community roasts Israel Adesanya for footage. After picking Yuri Prochazka to defeat Alex Pereira at UFC 303, Israel Adesanya's live reaction to the finish in Saturday's main event quickly went viral. In addition, Adesanya also took to social media, posting an edit of his UFC 287 win over Pereira, along with the champ's signature phrase, "Shama." The MMA community was quick to react to the post, with one member sharing a meme of the last stylebender in a bar watching Pereira on TV with the caption, "I beat that guy one time." In addition to the meme, the fan also wrote, "My God, you're embarrassing." Another wrote, "What bar did you choose to watch another Poatan win? 3-1. One added, "Poatan has taken everything you ever worked for. Shama." Another took aim at Adesanya, writing, "He literally owns you." One of Izzy's fans wrote, "This is sad. I'm your fan. You beat the guy once out of 3 and we were all happy. He's still on top and you're not fighting. Let it go." Another member of the MMA community added, "You got 50-44'd by Sean Strickland. Let's ease up a bit on Poatan." A fake Stephen A. Smith account wrote, "Congrats on beating the GOAT one time. Great story to tell at the bar." After the fight, Pereira's coach, Plinio Cruz, revealed via the MMA Hour that Pereira did get the $303,000 bonus he requested from Dana White, with the plan being to buy a Tesla Cybertruck. Next up, let's take a look at Paddy Pimblett takes shots at Ilia Topuria. Although a fight between Max Holloway and Ilia Topuria certainly seems to be up next for both fighters, so far, the UFC has yet to finalize a bout agreement. With little indication as to when the fight will take place, fans have been left to wonder what the UFC has up their sleeve. During a recent Q&A with fans, Paddy Pimblett weighed in on the fight, sharing his prediction for the bout at the request of a fan in a video for his YouTube channel.
I think I've got the same as everyone. Everyone's picking Max, you know what I mean? Hand sanitizer boy's scared to take the fight, doesn't want to take the fight against Max because he knows what'll happen. Before Volkanovski at the perfect time, coming back off of getting knocked out like 10 weeks later. He got lucky there, to be honest.
Interestingly enough, during a recent kick stream, Max Holloway hinted that the fight between he and Topuria could take place at the Sphere.
Maxie's just Sphere preview. I don't know, bro. I want to fight in the Sphere. I hope I get to get the freaking Sphere, bro. I hope I get to fight in the Sphere.
With summer almost halfway up, it'll be interesting to see when the UFC winds up booking the Holloway-Topuria title fight. Let's take a look at now. Colby Covington goes off on Charles Oliveira. While Colby Chaos Covington had little interest in a potential bout with Ian Gary, he recently took aim at Charles Oliveira during a recent episode of Submission Radio. Despite having no wins over active welterweights, Covington has made it clear he's eager to reinsert himself into the welterweight title picture. The way he sees things, a fight with Oliveira makes sense for both of them.
The UFC hasn't shown much interest with it, but if you look at the landscape and what he said in his recent interview that he wants to go up a weight, to 170, he's a big guy. He's taller than me. He weighs more than me. The guy's just a weight bully cutting to 155 because he wants to be stronger in there because he's mentally weak. So he needs to have a physical edge. He needs to be the bigger guy in the fight to feel confident going into a fight. So, another one of those guys with baseless words, said all these things. Oh yeah, I want big legacy fights. I want to go up to 170. Well, here's your chance, Charles Oliveira. I'm the biggest fight you can get. Former world champion, the king of Brazil, the king of Miami, Donald Trump's favorite fighter. What's going to be bigger for your legacy, Charles, than coming and fighting me?
Of course, Covington never held undisputed gold at 170 pounds like he suggested. In addition, a potential bout between he and Oliveira didn't seem to go over well with the MMA community, who questioned why he didn't call out a top-ranked welterweight like Shavkat Rakhmonov in order to reinsert himself into the title picture. Next, let's take a look at Jon Jones breaks silence on retirement. Despite Tom Aspinall holding the interim heavyweight title, there's been no guarantee that he'll have a chance to unify the belt against the winner of the upcoming Jones vs. Miocic fight, which currently doesn't have a date. With Jon Jones previously teasing retirement, Aspinall could wind up getting promoted to undisputed champ, depending on how things play out when Jones and Miocic fight. From the sounds of things, however, Jones isn't sold on retirement quite yet. In a post on social media, he responded to a fan who asked whether or not he was retiring after the Stipe Miocic fight, writing, "Honestly, it's hard to say right now. I'm gonna base a lot of that on my next performance. The options are looking crazy right now." Depending on how things play out in his next fight, if Jones retains the belt, he could look to either fight the winner of the upcoming interim title fight between Tom Aspinall and Curtis Blaydes, or look to take a fight against Alex Pereira in the event that he does in fact wind up making the jump to heavyweight. Next, let's take a look at Michael Chandler hints at new date for Conor McGregor fight. Over the weekend, Dana White was non-committal about a new date for Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler's highly anticipated fight. Despite reports indicating that McGregor would not be on the sidelines for long, White stated that the pair wouldn't be fighting in August, September, or October. That moment left fans frustrated and confused, given the roller coaster that has been McGregor's return. In a post on Monday, however, Michael Chandler gave fans an update, injecting some optimism into the situation, writing, Big weekend of talks and clarity, new date loading." While there has been little doubt about Chandler's desire to wait for McGregor, the big question is how long he'll have to wait before a rescheduled date. If the fight doesn't come together for the Sphere in September, and the October pay-per-view card is set for Abu Dhabi, McGregor vs. Chandler could wind up getting pushed off to November or even December. In the meantime, McGregor seems to be doing well and in good spirits despite the latest setback, appearing in a video posted to the MacLife's YouTube account, in which he climbed stairs to the top of a mountain and crossed a bridge in some pretty harsh conditions. As to when the pair will meet inside the octagon, only time will tell. Now let's shift gears and take a look at Kamaru Usman not impressed with Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira's win at UFC 303 made it 4 straight since moving up to light heavyweight. With 3 straight finishes and back-to-back finishes on massive cards, Pereira is very quickly entering the pound-for-pound debate. While right now, Jon Jones and Islam Makhachev are widely considered to be the 2 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Alex Pereira's dominance has quickly made him one of the UFC's biggest stars. Despite that, while speaking on a recent episode of he and Henry Cejudo's Pound for Pound show, Kamaru Usman revealed that he doesn't have Pereira ranked high on his pound for pound ladder.
Because of the opponents and how the opponents have approached the fights with him. But that's not his fault. Alex Pereira has done a phenomenal job with what he's had to deal with. If too many people don't consistently grab his leg and try to take him down, why would he be wrestling a lot, doing all the defense and all of these things to show that quote unquote pound for pound his style would translate all through all different divisions? Because right now, let's be honest, I don't have him high up there on the pound for pound list, but his power is something that, I mean, come on.
The MMA community was quick to react, with one fan writing, "I disagree. Alex is up there on the pound for pound list because he's done exactly what a pound for pound fighter should be doing, which is fighting across multiple weight classes. He's now fought at middleweight and light heavyweight and won belts there. Imagine he does what many people want him to do, which is move up to heavyweight." Another refuted Usman's claim, writing, "Double champ with multiple defenses. He's 100% high up in the pound for pound combos, LMAO." One member of the MMA community wrote, Kamaru Usman is managed by Ali Abdelaziz, who also manages Islam Makhachev and Magomed Ankalaev, so I get where this bias comes from. Another agreed with Usman, writing, "He has a point though. He hasn't really had to deal with a good wrestler yet. It's like Conor on his way up. He faced Khabib and struggled. Nate took it to the ground and Conor struggled. Alex is a beast, but is his defense enough to keep it on their feet where his strength lies? If Pereira continues to defend his title, his case in the pound-for-pound debate will quickly become undeniable." The MMA community goes off on Sean Strickland after he posted a video of himself sparring a Navy SEAL. In the video, Sean is relentlessly hitting the Navy SEAL, and it seemed the SEAL is too exhausted or hurt to fight back. Here's what the MMA community had to say. "This guy is such a trash person. Other guy was barely fighting back. Why doesn't Sean do this to professional fighters? Sean won't ask Pereira to do this though. Guy always seems like he's a bully, to be honest. Sean went from nothing to something to pathetic in a matter of months. What's he trying to continually prove taking on streamers, SEALs, and non-professional fighters? It's absolutely pathetic and makes him like even more of an insecure clown. I'm a fighter, but this doesn't prove anything but that Sean Strickland is a bully. The guy is a lot smaller than him, and being a Navy SEAL doesn't mean you can fight. They're trained with military artillery to execute orders. Practically got a trained fighter fighting a civilian. If he was this aggressive against Drakus, then he might still be champ. Instead, he only acts like this against non-fighters." Top comments. Ian Gary thinks he can beat Shavkat. He must be dreaming big dreams. I felt robbed as an audience member by Colby's last fight. Feed Ian Gary to Shavkat. Colby, so Ian beat that guy. Anyone can do that. Not anyone can sit here and turn down fights to run my mouth and be this cringe. F y'all. Joe Rogan is the best, and who's gonna take his place if he leaves? Y'all need to chill.